The device, I simply slide up from the bottom, and that wakes up the device. This takes me to the applications. If I want to load an application, so we'll load the calendar app, I can go ahead and load the calendar app. To get back to where I'm going, it's just a simple gesture to move up and down. Now, the interesting thing about this is this allows me to peek back. If I've got notifications, they'll show up here on the side. And if I want to keep looking at those notifications, I would pull over, and that would take me into the hub. The BlackBerry hub, although not functional on the Dev Alpha, the BlackBerry hub is where all my important information is. So it's not just a unified inbox. Inbox messages come in here, system notifications, notifications from Twitter, Facebook, applications are all in here, and I can jump straight from the hub into the other applications. So I can go ahead and get the other applications.
So third-party developers can integrate and take advantage of the hub, right?
Can take advantage of the hub. They can drop notifications in the hub so that you get the notification, you get the little red light, and you can then pop in and see their notifications when you come in and see the system. We have the keyboard. I want to show you the keyboard again, so let me bring up the calendar app. One of the great things about BlackBerry 10 is, like I said, we're very much into the flow, allowing you to flow from one application to the other, but also we understand there's a lot of power in the device, so let's let the device help you with what you want to be able to do. So for instance, if I bring up the keyboard, I want to put in a new event here. Let's do add event. Oops, I can't get the add event. There we go. So if I want to add an event here, maybe. Okay, so let's try browser. So I'm going to put in a browser. If I start typing here, notice that as soon as I hit the W, it goes www dot, right? So predictive text. We all have predictive text. I mean, a lot of phones have predictive text. But notice where our predictive text is placed. It's placed over different characters because a simple swipe of my thumb upwards throws that in there. Now, the other interesting thing is notice that I haven't typed anything else. I just put in the WW, but it's already predicting new words because our keyboard learns from my input to predict what should come next, even though I haven't entered any other characters. So in this case, maybe I want to go, clearly I go to Tumblr a lot, so there's tumblr.com. So with 3 swipes, basically a W and 3 swipes, I've now navigated to another website.
So it learns not only your typing patterns, but your browsing habits and all that.
Everything is anticipated. We don't have an internet connection here in the hotel, but everything is anticipated. So as I type in BBM messages, I type in notes, it anticipates. And it anticipates based on my input. So what is predicted for me is going to be different than what's predicted for you or what's predicted for Alex, because we all have different ways of speaking and different ways of interacting. And that's just one of the features of how the phone itself anticipates what you're doing. In the BlackBerry Hub, we have the same type of thing. When we get a notification in, we'll slide up, it'll show us there, we pop over, we can zip right from within the hub over to that application and back again. Very simple way to be able to navigate information and smart things to be able to get at certain information. Like, for instance, I'm looking at a calendar here. You know, one of the frequent things you like to do is navigate around in a calendar, so I can just pull that down and I get a full view of what's coming up for the months that are moving ahead. So real easy to be able to navigate through. It's all about the gestures. There's no navigation buttons on the front of this device. It's all about the gestures and the flow to be able to get in and out of applications and move around. These are what we call our active frames, so these applications are still running. Remember, BlackBerry 10 is built on the QNX kernel, which is a real-time multitasking kernel that runs at the heart of nuclear power plants, parts of the space station, a majority of the cars on the road. Very powerful, very mature operating system, and it's also at the heart of BlackBerry 10. I can also show you on the development side. This is one of my favorite apps to show on the development side. This is what we call crossfader. So basically it's a night picture and a day picture. And as you click on the slider and you slide over, it changes from night to day. Nice little smooth little animation. And you know, a lot of people are like, oh, okay, that's kind of cool. But the interesting thing about this app is about 5 lines of code. Basically, you've got one picture, the day picture, you've got the night picture. Then we tie the value of the slider to an opacity, and that opacity changes with the slider, and we automatically do all the animation for you. That's why when we have hackathons, we get people to develop apps in 36 hours or 2 days, because a lot of them is built in. Building for the BlackBerry platform is incredibly, incredibly easy. The other thing I like to show is the camera. I don't know if we can do a lot of this footage. So Alex, you're going to be our camera, our cami junkie.
Okay.
So I'm going to take a picture of Alex, and he's going to make all kinds of goofy faces while I take the picture. Oh, it might be because we're backlit. Oh no, so it's okay. So I took his picture. Notice it instantly put a frame around his face. So I can click on that, and it zooms in, and I can choose which of the frames I need in order to make a perfect picture. Now the interesting thing is, when I'm done, I click on there. The interesting thing is I didn't change any of the stuff around here. It was just the part in the frame. So if I had multiple people, I could get multiple faces. Now if I wanted to pick the whole frame, I could do it down here and pick the whole frames. So the idea is that I can get the perfect picture, even if that picture didn't exist. So very cool stuff. And let's see, I think that's about all I'm going to do on the, I got some other cool apps here, but they're just fun to do. Anything else you think I should cover?
No, you covered it.
Oh, the contacts, again, this is just the Dev Alpha device, so I don't have it hooked up, but the contacts is one of my favorite features because we pull in contacts from LinkedIn, from Facebook, from, in our case, enterprise like the Bez server, so all your contacts are in one spot, and you can navigate to your contacts from within your hub as well, so if somebody sent you mail, you can click on it and get to them, or through a meeting request, quickly get to them and be able to see their information, because I'm constantly forgetting names and faces, so I can bring them up, and when you bring up contacts, you can get the information. I'm the only one in here right now, but you can get the information about their activities and their updates and the details, and all from within it. The idea is let you have the information right where you need to be able to get at it, and BlackBerry 10 is a fabulous device.
And then to get to the home screen again, you just